Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. And so last video we discussed about compound angles, trigonometric ratios of compound angles. In this video we will start with trigonometric ratios of multiple angles. Okay, so for multiple angles, first note down this formula. Sine 2a. What does sine 2a? What is the formula of sine 2a? Just note it down: 2 sine a cos a. And for each of these formulae, remember there are 2-3 types of expressions. You need to remember all of those expressions because they are very much useful in solving different types of numericals. Okay, so sine 2a is equal to 2 sine a cos a. Okay, now this can also be written as 2 tan a by 1 minus tan square a. Sorry, 1 plus tan square a. 2 tan a by 1 plus tan square a. Now cos 2a. What is the formula of cos 2a? Cos 2a, it is cos square a minus sin square a. Now, since cos square a can be written as 1 minus sin square a, so this can be written as 1 minus 2 sin square a. And since sin square can be written as 1 minus cos square a, so it can also be written as 2 cos square a minus 1. And cos 2a can also be written in form of can also be expressed in forms of tan a, which is 1 minus tan square a by 1 plus tan square a. Okay, now tan 2a. Tan 2a, the formula is the simplest. Just divide sin 2a by cos 2a. What do we get? 2 tan a by 1 minus tan square a. Two tan a by 1 minus tan square a. Okay. Now these are all for 2a. Now for 3a also we will discuss the formulae. So sin 3a. Sin 3a formula is 3 sin a minus 4 sin cube a. Now this can also be written as 4 sin 60 degree minus a sin a sin 60 degree plus a. Now the fifth formula is cos 3a. Cos 3a, the formula is 4 cos cube a minus 3 cos a, which can be written as 4 cos 60 degree minus a into cos a into cos of 60 degree plus a. Okay, and last but not the least is tan 3a. Tan 3a is tan 3a is 3 tan a minus tan cube a by 1 minus 3 tan square a. Okay, so just note down these 6 formulae. Sin 2a is equal to 2 sin a cos a by 2 sin a cos a, also can be written as 2 tan a by 1 plus tan square a. Cos 2a is very much important because these 4 expressions are important. Cos square a minus sin square a, 1 minus 2 sin square a, 2 cos square a minus 1, 1 minus tan square a by 1 plus tan square a. tan 2a is 2 tan a by 1 minus tan square a, sin 3a is 3 sin a minus 4 sin cube a, can also be written as 4 sin 60 degree minus a sin 60 degree plus a, cos 3a is 4 cos cube a minus 3 cos a, can also be written as 4 cos 60 degree minus a cos 60 degree plus a, and tan 3a is 3 tan a minus tan cube a by 1 minus 3 tan square a. Okay. Okay, so based on the formula which we have learned, now let's solve some numericals. Okay. Find the value of sine 67.5 degree, 67.5 degree. Now how will we find it? Just remember that formula. Cos 2a is equal to 1 minus 2 sin square a. So from here we can write sin a is equal to root over 1 minus cos 2a by 2. We can write it. So sin 67.5 degree we can write as root over 1 minus, what is the double of 67.5 degree? It's 135 degree. So we can write as root over 1 minus cos 135 degree by 2. Cos 135 degree, I hope you all know, it will be cos of pi minus pi by 4, cos of pi minus pi by 4. So root over, and so it will be negative, so 1 plus 1 by root 2 by 2 is equal to so this is the answer, root over root 2 plus 1 by 2 root 2. You can rationalize it if you like. Okay, cos 135 degree is minus 1 by root 2, and so from there we get 1 plus 1 by root 2, 2. Just see the solution if you have any doubts. So let's solve another problem. Find sine 18 degree. Now how will we find this? See, these 18 degree, 36 degree, 54 degree, these are very much important. Okay. In fact, you can also memorize these values for convenient calculations later on. But now we will have to learn how to find sine 18 degree. Now how can we find sine 18 degree? Just see. We are taking theta is equal to 18 degree. Okay. Now theta is equal to 18 degree. So 2 theta is equal to 36 degree. So sine 2 theta is equal to sine 36 degree. Okay. Now 2 theta is equal to 36 degree, and 36 degree we can write as 90 degree minus 54 degree. Okay, so 2 theta is equal to 90 degree minus 54 degree, and 54 degree is 3 into 18. So we can write it as 3 theta. So pi by 2 minus 3 theta. So now 2 theta is equal to pi by 2 minus 3 theta. So add 3 theta and we will get 5 theta is equal to pi by 2. Okay. No, sorry. 2 theta is equal to pi by 2 minus 3 theta. So now taking sine on both sides, we will get sine 2 theta is equal to sine of pi by 2 minus 3 theta. And now you all know that sine of pi by 2 minus theta is equal to cos theta. So we can write this sine 2 theta is equal to cos 3 theta. Okay. Now what is the formula of sine 2 theta? 2 sin theta cos theta. And what is the formula of cos 3 theta? 4 cos cube theta minus 3 cos theta. So now cos theta we can cut off from both sides, we can divide both sides by cos theta. Because we know that cos theta will never be 0. Okay, so that's why we are dividing both sides by cos theta. Because we know that cos theta can never be 0. Cos theta can be 0 only when theta is pi by 2. Here theta is 18 degrees, so cos theta can never be 0. So now dividing both sides by cos theta, we get 2 sin theta is equal to 4 cos square theta minus 3. Okay. Now, since here it is sine, we are trying to convert this into a quadratic equation. So convert cos square theta to sin square theta. How can we do that? Cos square theta is equal to 1 minus sin square theta. So 2 sin theta is equal to 4 into 1 minus sin square theta minus 3. 2 sin theta is equal to 4 minus 4 sin square theta. So that will be minus 4 sin square theta, 4 minus 3, so plus 1. So we are taking sin theta as p, and then we can write 4p square plus 2p minus 1 is equal to 0. Now solve this quadratic equation. Use Sridharacharya's method, so we will get p is equal to minus 2 plus minus root over b square 4 minus 4ac, so this will be plus 16 by 8. So this will be minus 2 plus minus root over 20 by 8. So we have got this value of sin theta. Okay, now see, if here we can take the plus sign or the minus sign. If we take the minus sign, that means we are taking sin 18 degree to be negative. But sin 18 degree can never be negative, since 18 degree is in the first quadrant, and in the first quadrant all trigonometric ratios are positive. So we have to reject the negative sign and we will take only the positive sign. So we will get sin 18 degree is equal to minus 2 plus root over 20 by 8. Now divide numerator and denominator by 2. What will we get? This is 2 root 5. So root 5 minus 1 by 4. So remember this value. Sin 18 degree is root 5 minus 1 by 4. And in fact, from this you can get quite a few values. Since sin 18 degree is this, so this is also cos 72 degree. And from here you can get sin 36 degree by using 2 sin theta cos theta. And from there you can get cos 54 degree. So in this way you can get all the formula. Okay. So remember, sin 18 degree is equal to root 5 minus 1 by 4. Okay. Okay, so note down. These 8 are transformation formulae. Sin A plus sin B is equal to 2 sin A plus B by 2 cos A minus B by 2. Sin A minus sin B is equal to 2 sin A minus B by 2 cos A plus B by 2. Cos A plus cos B is equal to 2 cos A plus B by 2 cos A minus B by 2. Cos A minus cos B is equal to minus 2 sin A plus B by 2 sin A minus B by 2. This is a bit peculiar, this number 4. Okay, because there is a negative sign, remember. All other are positive. This one has a negative sign. Okay. Now 2 sin A sin B is equal to cos A minus B minus cos A plus B. 2 cos A cos B is equal to cos A plus B plus cos A minus B. 2 sin A cos B is equal to sin A plus B plus sin A minus B. 2 cos A sin B is equal to sin A plus B minus sin A minus B. Okay. Okay, so based on the transformation formula, let's solve one problem here. Okay. Alpha, beta, gamma, these three angles are in AP. So prove that cot beta is equal to sin alpha minus sin gamma by cos gamma minus cos alpha. How will we do this? See, alpha, beta, gamma are in AP. So I think all of you know that if A, B, C are in AP, then A plus C is equal to 2B. This is the basic funda of AP. So use that funda. So beta is equal to alpha plus gamma by 2, and cot beta is equal to cos beta by sin beta. So now substitute alpha plus gamma by 2 in place of beta. So we will get cos of alpha plus gamma by 2 by sine of alpha plus gamma by 2. Okay, now what will we do? We would like to use transformation formula here, and for that we'll have to multiply something both with the numerator and the denominator. Now what is that something? That you have to decide very prudently. Okay, now I am multiplying sine of alpha minus gamma by 2. Okay, so cos of alpha plus gamma by 2, sine of alpha minus gamma by 2. So this is, and then we give 2 on both. So here we have got the type of 2 cos A sin B, and here it is 2 sin A sin B. So 2 cos A sin B, what was the formula? The formula was 2 cos A sin B is equal to sine of A plus B minus sine of A minus B. So sine of A plus B, what is here? Alpha plus gamma by 2 plus alpha minus gamma by 2. So that will give alpha, and A minus B will give gamma. So sine alpha minus sine gamma, and here 2 sine A sine B. 2 sine A sine B formula was cos of A minus B minus cos of A plus B. So cos of A minus B will give gamma, and A plus B will give alpha. So cos of gamma by minus cos of alpha. Okay, so this is how we prove this. Simple, only you have to remember, only you have to sort out what we will multiply here, and then simply use the transformation formula. These transformation formula are a bit difficult to remember, but if you once remember them, they will be very, very useful for you. Okay, so this problem is done. So last problem for today. Now see, after this video I will make another video where I will teach some more theory on trigonometry, and after that in the 4th video on trigonometry I will solve quite a few problems. Okay, that video will be exclusively for problems on trigonometry. Okay, so last problem for today. Find this. Find minimum value of 2 to the power sin x plus 2 to the power cos x. Okay, find the minimum value of 2 to the power sin x plus 2 to the power cos x. Now, how will you solve this problem? See, you can solve this problem using calculus or something. If you know calculus, you can write it as fx, and then you can find f dash x, then you can evaluate f dash x is equal to 0, then find that point of minima and all. But I am not going into calculus here. I am solving this by basic theorems of trigonometry. Okay, so see, 2 to the power sin x plus 2 to the power cos x. Now we all know that AM is greater than equals to GM. Arithmetic mean is always greater than equals to geometric mean. So what is the arithmetic mean of these two? Let's take this as S. Okay, so we are getting S by 2 is greater than equals to GM of these two is root over 2 to the power sin x into 2 to the power cos x. Okay, so S by 2 is greater than equals to root over 2 sin x plus cos x. Okay, now see, sin x plus cos x, sin x plus cos x, if we multiply 1 by root 2 and then take and then if we multiply 1 by root 2 and root 2, so we can write it as root 2 1 by root 2 sin x plus 1 by root 2 cos x, and this we can write as sin x cos pi by 4 plus cos x sin pi by 4. So we can easily write this as root 2 sin of x plus pi by 4. Okay, so s by 2 we can write as s by 2 is greater than equals to root over 2 to the power root 2 sin x plus pi by 4. And now what is the minimum value of this sin x plus pi by 4? See, sin theta value will always be between -1 to 1. So the minimum value can be -1. Okay, so s by 2 is greater than equals to root over 2 to the power minus root 2. Okay, so minimum value, we are finding the minimum value. Okay, so 2 to the power minus root 2. Now this we can write as s by 2 is greater than or equals to 2 to the power minus root 2 by 2. So this will get cancelled. So is equal to 2 to the power minus 1 by root 2. So s by 2 is greater than or equals to 2 to the power minus 1 by root 2. So s is greater than or equals to 2 into 2 to the power minus 1 by root 2, which is equal to 2 to the power 1 minus 1 by root 2. So we have found out that the minimum value of 2 to the power sin x plus 2 to the power cos x is 2 to the power 1 minus 1 by root 2. Okay, this. So that's it for today. Please like my video, please share with as many friends as possible, and please subscribe my channel. And if you wish to receive further notifications, please don't forget to press the bell icon. And so today it's all over. We'll soon meet you all in the next video. Bye bye.